Hello there, crafty friends, and welcome back to this segment, this season final episode of Scraps and Forgotten. Today we're going to be working with multiple products, from Simon Says Stamp to Brutus Monroe to my favorite things. So let's get started. So first, as you see, I am placing my front panel. This is one of my cardstocks that I had pre-cut. The color of the cardstock is Lagoon, and that one's from Brutus Monroe. And the pattern paper of the butterflies is Butterfly Beauty, which I'm sure you guys can tell. I love this pattern paper. I love these butterflies. And I'm just going to mat it onto my blue cardstock. My panel is a 5.5 by 4.25 panel. And the butterflies really, it meant a lot more than just the cuteness of it. And I think I started to notice that as I was crafting, is it represents freedom. You know, it's just that beauty. Butterflies are the beauty of being free. And that really, it really resonated with me. But so I took another cardstock from the Lagoon and I cut it down to a 5.25 by 2.25 inches. And then I scored it at 4.5 inches. I thought I recorded it, but apparently I didn't, so I apologize. But this is most likely, I'm assuming, one of my scraps that I had sitting already made, and then I measured it so that I can give you guys the measurements. This flap is going to be the cover of our front panel that we can use to rather place a message or a picture behind, but we'll get to it. Now, I decided to use liquid glue to adhere this down so that I would have a little bit wiggle room, and then I made sure that it was completely dry before I went on to the next step. I cut another piece of pattern paper 4.5 by 2 inches and layered it on top of my flap, making sure it matches the butterfly pattern in the background. I really wanted those patterns to kind of flow together, and it adds a whole nother wow to my design. So try that out. I decided I wanted to add a bit of unity. So I used a ribbon die from My Favorite Things, and I also used Copic markers to create a rainbow ribbon. It adds such a fun pop of colors and brings everything to life. It's like a shining rainbow of my card. Next, I die cut the sentiment You Matter using the Lagoon cardstock again for consistency, and added a shadow layer in white cardstock for contrast. Liquid glue is perfect here because it gives you a bit of a wiggle room when you're trying to line up your sentiment with your shadow. The results? A gorgeous dimensional sentiment that really stands out. And if you really want to add more dimension, you can layer your sentiment, adding a thicker sentiment and still keep your shadow as a contrast. Or if you have the patience, you can use some foam tape, and power to you for that one. We're almost there. So now I cut a small white card panel, making it just a 1/4 inch smaller than the flap to keep everything in portion. Also to make sure it hides behind that flap and it doesn't show, as like a little surprise. I attach the ribbon to the flap so it peeks out from under the sentiment. It's a fun interactive detail that adds a playful little touch to the card. For our final step, I used adhesive tape again to secure the message area inside the flap. It could also be a fun little twist to add some characters, create a scene, maybe create a different design that pops up in that middle. It's all up to you. The possibilities are endless. And there we have it, our interactive card made with multiple companies, and show someone that they matter, because all of these companies made this beautiful card. which is living proof that together we can accomplish beautiful things. So you matter. Spread the message around. Also, I'm going to be doing tutorials, so my videos have not stopped. You will see them on Tuesday at 8 a.m. every Tuesday. And if you're interested in any of the products that I used today, go ahead in that description box, check out the links and grab yourself some awesome supplies. The links are affiliate links, and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more crafty inspirations, and never forget, you are beautiful, you matter, and your life is the art of this world. I will see you guys later. Bye.